Hi everyone, I am Aparna. Welcome to Zoology class. In this video, we will see about Unit 1, Chapter 2, Kingdom Animalia. In Chapter 2, let us see what is Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes belongs to the fourth phylum. Platy means flat or broad. Helmin means worms. So Platyhelminthes are generally known as flatworms. Now let's see the body structure and functions of Platyhelminthes. They have a dorso-ventrally flattened body and hence called flatworms. In this image, we can see an organism which have flat surface on both lower and upper side. So these kinds of organisms are called dorso-ventrally flattened body and hence they are called flatworms. These animals are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, acylomate with organ system level of organization. Flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical organisms have similar and equal opposite sides in their body. So, flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical. Flatworms are triploblastic as it is made of three germinal layers. The three germinal layers namely ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm. So, flatworms are triploblastic. Flatworms are also acylomate as it does not consist of any body cavity. So, flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical, acylomate and triploblastic. They show moderate cephalization and unidirectional movement. Flatworms have moderate cephalization. Cephalization means formation of head. There is a medium growth of head in flatworms. Flatworms moves in single direction alone. So now let's see how the flatworms move. This is the movement of flatworms. They are mostly endoparasites of animals including human beings. Flatworms are mostly endoparasites as they live in the body of the host including human beings. Hooks and suckers are present in the parasitic form and serve as organs of attachment. Hooks and suckers help flatworm to get the nutrients from the body of the host and they serve as organs of attachment. Their body is not segmented but some exhibit pseudo-segmentation. Flatworms does not have true and dependent segments in their body, but few of them consist of independent segments and it is known as pseudo-segmentation. Some of the parasitic flatworms absorb nutrients directly from the host through their body surface. Some flatworms does not use any organs to get the nutrients from the host and they use their body surface directly to get the nutrients from the host. However, flatworms like liver fluke have an incomplete digestive system. So, flatworms like liver fluke does not have a complete digestive system and it consists of incomplete digestive system. Specialized excretory cells called flame cells helps in osmoregulation and excretion. This is the specialized flame cell which helps in osmoregulation. Osmoregulation means regulation of water content in the body and it also helps in excretion. Sexes are not separate and it is monoecious. An organism having both male and female reproductive system in the same individual is known as monoecious. Fertilization is internal and it does not depend on the external factors. Development is through larval stages. Larval stages is the process that occurs after the birth and before the adult stage. Larval stages consist of four processes. They are miracidium, sporocyst, rhedia and cercaria. Now let us see an example for larval stages. It is a liver fluke. First it produces an egg. Then the first stage is known as miracidium, in which parasitic fluke passes from the egg to its first host. Then the next process is called sporocyst, in which the fluke develops in the body of the host. Third stage is known as rhedia, in which the fluke is produced with the mouth, pharynx and gut. Next stage is known as cercaria, in which it develops within the germinal cells of the rhedia. Last stage is known as metacercaria. It is the developmental stage in the endoparasitic fluke and it loses its tail. So these are the stages that occurs after birth and before adult stage. Here we can see these stages occur after the production of egg and before attaining the stage as a liver fluke. So these stages are known as larval stages. Polyembryony is common in some flatworms. Example, liver flukes. Organisms which have 2 or more embryos developing from a single fertilized cell is known as polyembryony. For example, we can take humans. In humans, we used to say it as identical twins. Some members like planaria show high regeneration capacity. This is planaria. Planaria have the ability to give rise to new individuals from their body parts, and this process is known as regeneration. If the body part of planaria is cut or broken into many pieces, each piece can grow into a complete organism. Regeneration can take place from any part of the planaria. Now let's see how the planaria regenerates. First, it has been cut into many pieces. At last, planaria is grown completely. Examples of platyhelminthes are Tania solium, tapeworm, Fasciola hepatica, liver fluke, Schistosoma, blood fluke. These are the body structures and functions of platyhelminthes. Thank you.